What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another Marvel Future Fight video. Alright, so in this one here, we're going to be taking a look at Quicksilver and his new Uncanny Avengers uniform, and this is in the pre-update or the test build, so it is still subject to change. There could still be minor tweaks or changes to the values or multipliers for the uniform here, so do keep that in mind. That is not finalized in this version right here. Could still change in the live version. And also, this video is brought to you by Netmarble and the Star Agents program. So now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at our newest Tier 3 addition to the roster. So as you can see, our roster to the game here, as you can see, Quicksilver is now going to be the newest Tier 3. So we have another Speed Tier 3, which is nice because we haven't gotten a Speed Tier 3 in quite a while. He's also a physical damage character, which I definitely am in need of. So I'm happy to rank him up as soon as he becomes available to me on my main account. And this is just kind of how he was pre-built for me, so I haven't really changed anything around. I've just left this on him. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the uniform here. So the uniform bonus is going to be increase attack speed by 10%, increase chain hit damage by 10% as well. So the only change there from his previous uniform is going to be the attack speed increase. And then we have 4 skills that are being changed, and they're all just visual changes. I didn't see any changes in terms of the text right now, but again, that could change from now to the live version of the game. So let's go ahead and take a look. The second skill, now he kind of dashes around and then gets those little extra kind of whirlwind type effects. So it's not really as skill cancel friendly as it used to be. You used to be able to just tap it, get those kind of little twisters to fly around, and then you go into your next skill. The first skill right here is the only one that hasn't changed, so this is going to be the exact same skill animation. The third skill, did that one change? I don't remember. It doesn't look like it changed at all. This seems to be exactly the same to me. And then the fourth skill does say that this one has a change, and it is at the very end of the skill. So right here we have a little bit extra right there in terms of that lingering kind of vortex that he makes from dashing around. So that lasts a little bit longer, and we get a little more, a few more hits off of it. So not too bad. And then the fifth skill does get quite a big overhaul because there's a lot more AoE, and then all of those kind of residual damage now explodes. So there's more AoE on that as well. So yeah, just a little more visually kind of appealing right there. Looks more action-packed and stuff like that, but it also takes up more of the screen as well, so it might be a little hard to see what's going on when you have all of that on the screen. So yeah, not much changed. So you can still keep pretty much the exact same rotation for Quicksilver. Just get in there, cancel the fifth skill, and then boom, damage proc on your fourth skill. Let that play out. I don't know if you're really gonna cancel the second skill now, but you can kind of go in just like that and do the exact same thing. So yeah, you don't really have to worry too much about changing your skill rotation, which is nice because that's kind of what I'm used to. He already does really well with that rotation, so I do not mind. But now we do have this brand new Tier 3 skill. You can see that kind of glowing. It's charged up and ready to go. I did turn off my SFX, but let's turn it on just so you can kind of see that, because he does have a change on the fifth skill as well. So see, the fifth skill has an SFX now as well, so we have a little bit of an animation going on right there. But let's go over here, get away from all of these explosions. Well, actually, let's just wait for the explosions to finish up. All right, come on. How many cars could you have possibly thrown in the air? All right, so here is the Tier 3 skill. So looking pretty good. He's basically just kind of dashes out in front of you, and then he just takes off, and you just see blurs as he goes around and just pummels the enemies, just punching and kicking them to death. And then you get a little bit of extra kind of residual damage at the end of it. So the Tier 3 looks pretty nice. And then if we go back and turn off the animation right there, you can kind of see it a little bit better. You can see him dashing around a little bit better. We'll actually got to wait for all of this to clear off the screen again, don't we? Let's just go over here and do that. All right, so come on, explode. Oh, there's another car. The car landed right on top of me. I'm gonna end up hurting myself with that stuff. Here we go. Dash around. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and back out and take a look at the Tier 3 in terms of what it's actually doing, because I have not looked at that yet. So let's see what that Tier 3 is giving him. Oh, Well, we got to go back over here. All right, let's find Quicksilver, and then let's go over to our skills. Tier 3, what is it? The Infinite Sprint. So it's going to apply a stun to the enemy. It's going to decrease all speed. Not going to work for World Boss Ultimate. We have 20% ignore defense. So if you're not capped on ignore defense, I guess that could be nice. It's only during the skill animation, but I don't know. It could be useful for some people. And then we have increased damage by 100% for one attack. So we're going to have that for the tier 3 skill, which is nice. We have 5 seconds of invincibility. It removes all debuffs, and then it ignores the target's dodge by 80%, which is really nice. You can't really kind of dodge this or hide from it. It doesn't look like it ignores iframe though. So that would be curious. I kind of need to maybe test that out, see if it does ignore iframe or not. But yeah, overall, Quicksilver's new uniform looks like it's going to be pretty nice. It doesn't add too terribly much to the character. It adds more hits, it adds more to the animations, so it is going to increase his damage. But again, you're keeping pretty much the same skill rotation, and all the skills are very, very similar. Just again, more hits and probably better multiplier in terms of the damage, because I can't really see this uniform doing less damage than his old uniform, because they usually don't do that. They will always make the newest uniform better. But I'm kind of curious on that tier 3 skill, so let's go ahead and test that out real fast. Alright, so here we are to Thanos. We're just going to load in here because he has a nice iframe that we can test against. I have Wasp for leadership just because I don't want to get debuffed, because there is Blade Twisters on this stage here, so I don't want to deal with those. So let's go ahead and go here. Let's get that going. And did we get stunned right there? I think we did. So we're just going to do our normal rotation here. But it looks like it takes about 2 skill rotations to build that up. Oh, he's in an iframe, so let's go ahead and use this. We are hitting him in an iframe, so it looks like it does have iframe ignore. Okay. I think most of the tier 3 skills have iframe ignore. There's only like 2 or 3 that don't. What, like Luna and Sharon are like the only ones that don't have iframe ignore or something like that? I don't really know for sure. Oh, Captain America, I don't think he has iframe ignore. Oh, we need to get into our iframe there. Alright, Thanos, go into an iframe for me. Alright, and now, yep, it definitely has iframe ignore. Alright, awesome. So that's really good. So you can't really hide at all from his tier 3 skill. He's got ignore dodge on it, and then he's got the ignore iframe. So if you pop that in PvP, you're gonna get a kill. That's pretty much the way it's gonna go. So awesome. So tier 3 skill looks good. His new uniform, like I said, it looks good. It just basically changed a few of the animations around. Doesn't really have many other buffs besides that. So I'll be curious to see how it compares to the old uniform once I get on my actual account, because I'll have a better idea of what I'm looking for, and a better idea of the actual comparison or the actual kind of damage change, because I'm used to the numbers on my account. I'm not really used to the numbers that I'm seeing on this account here, so I'm not sure how he really stacks up to where I would normally see him. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.